What's up, friends? Welcome back to the channel. I'm showing you some of the cool stuff that I sold this past week on eBay, stuff that you can find at thrift stores and garage sales. But I gotta be honest, the week before last, I killed it. It was an awesome week. This week, not so much. It's like eBay turned off my store. It's like they just made me disappear for some reason. I don't know, but I still sold some really cool stuff, some stuff that you can be on the lookout for. And yeah, check it out. So pretty cool sale here, pun intended. This is an icy machine. I actually bought it for myself and my kids. We were going to try it out, but it's kind of a lot of work. You got to make the mix, put it in here, put this in the freezer, let it thaw out for a little bit so that this can spin. Just too much work, and I'm kind of lazy. But I picked it up from a garage sale for $10. Lady said it had never been used, and you can kind of tell it hasn't. But it sold in less than a week on eBay for $89.99. Now I'll just take that money and take my kids to the gas station and we can buy lots of ices. So this is a whole home Wi-Fi network system, like one of those mesh network deals. Got 3 different units, and I found that if you can find these and they're pretty up to date and newer, they'll sell really quick. This is a Linksys Velope, not real sure, but either way I paid $20 for it from a garage sale, and it sold for $90 on eBay in about a week. Notice this one from across the thrift store. Notice this logo. It's a Pelican logo. They typically make like high-end gun and equipment cases, and those things can resell for a lot of money. Well, I didn't even know that they made coolers. Apparently they do, and they're really pretty cool. I almost decided to keep this one, but I paid $12 for it, and it sold in less than a week for $105. This is a set of Callaway Steelhead Pro Series X14 irons, and I'm actually missing the 7-iron and the pitching wedge. Picked these up from a garage sale, paid $20 for them, and they actually sold, even missing the 7-iron and the pitching wedge, for $129 on eBay. So here is a new brand, or at least one that I haven't mentioned on this channel. It's BombTech Golf. I've never found these before. I was kind of glad that I did. These are grenade driving irons. Picked them up from the Salvation Army. You paid $2.99 a piece. I actually listed them as a set, both together, and they sold for $98.50 on eBay in less than a week. So I kind of took a chance on this one when I picked it up. This is a Canon SureShot 105U date, just a little point and shoot camera, but it's new and in the package. I actually paid $35 for it. Picked it up at a thrift store where my daughter and I were thrifting in Charlotte, and comps on used ones were like $60, so I knew I could at least get my money back. Well, I threw it up for $275. Just knew I would take a best offer somewhere along the way, and sure enough, I finally got an offer after a couple of months for $150. Decided to take it. That's a pretty good profit. Anytime I see these Dimensions Christmas cross-stitch kits and they're sealed and really cheap, I'll go ahead and pick them up. Paid about 50 cents for this one the other day at a thrift store. Got kind of a bundle deal, and it sold already in about a week for 20 bucks on eBay. To be as old as this sweatshirt is, it's in really good condition. These graphics are nice and bright. Really a cool shirt, but it's a vintage Desert Storm sweatshirt. Made in USA. Paid $1 for it at a garage sale, and it sold for $39.99 on eBay. Unfortunately, these shoes didn't fit me quite right, so I had to sell them. I'm kidding. Actually was at a garage sale probably a year ago, and I remembered somebody on a YouTube video talking about Stuart Weitzman, and they were a good pickup. Well, maybe they were saying the opposite, because these took forever to sell. But I only paid $2 for them at that garage sale, and they sold for $35 on eBay after like a year. I'm still selling vintage G.I. Joe stuff that I got from a garage sale probably 6 months ago. This is a Cobra Rage Urban Assault Vehicle. Paid maybe $1 for it. Like I said, it was in a big bundle of stuff, and it sold for $20. It's dirty, nasty, missing a bunch of pieces, so I'm happy to see it go. So I just wanted to jump in here real quick and thank the sponsor of today's video, you. Okay, so not technically a sponsor, but probably even better. I just wanted to take a second to thank you guys. I just hit over 5,000 subscribers, and that's something that I thought would never happen. That's like a pipe dream to me. Also, you guys watch these videos, you leave thoughtful and helpful comments. I just wanted to say that I really appreciate it, and it does not go unnoticed. So thank you. So right now the Northwestern Wildcats are 1-8 on the season. Not such a great record, but that doesn't mean they don't have fans, and they're still buying stuff. This is a Northwestern vintage Reebok pullover. Picked it up at Goodwill for $5.75, and it sold in a couple of weeks on eBay for $48.50. So definitely be on the lookout for college gear. It's moving pretty quick. Not a huge profit, but my first Bobby Grace putter. If you don't know, Bobby Grace putters are kind of like Scotty Cameron putters. There's definitely a collector's market out there, and some of them can go for some big bucks. I actually dug this one out of a lady's house, under a lady's house, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I got one.
Do you really?
They're under my house. If you go under there with me. They're under my house. If you go under there with me.
You should probably go check out that video. I'll link it up here. But I've got maybe $2 or $3 into this, paid $20 for a bunch of clubs, and it sold for $37 on eBay. So I picked up these Crocs Light Ride flip-flops when I was at the Prison to Profit convention. Part of that convention is to go dig through the Amazon bin store, and that's where I found these. Paid $6 for them. They're definitely brand new, never worn, and they sold for $41.50 in a couple of weeks. So we actually have a new Amazon bin store in our town, and it seems to be pretty good. My wife and I went last Saturday. We actually got there a little late. We were just going to check it out, but we ended up finding a few things to resell. One of them was this Amplified Holy Bible. It's like a large print edition. The retail price on this thing is $49.95. I paid $6 for it from the Amazon bin store, and it sold in about a week for $29. It's actually got a ripped cover here. I think that definitely hurts the value, but either way, that person's getting a good deal, and I made a little bit of money. You know those little fountains that they have at airports and schools now where you can go and fill up your water bottle? Well, these are filters for those, or at least I think they are. Paid $6 a piece for these water filters at a Amazon bin store, and these are made by LK. Decided to lot them together, so $12 for both of them, and they sold for $64.50 in less than a week. Sold a vintage Ping Answer putter. Unfortunately, I can't find it here at my storage unit, but it looks like this, and it's really old, and it's really cool. I paid $2 for it from a garage sale, and it sold for $34. Now I just gotta hope that it's actually at home in my office. I'm taking a box with me just in case. So this is a brand that I don't think sells as good as it used to. It's called Untuck It. I actually picked up these two shirts from a Goodwill in Charlotte, paid $3.99, and they were both medium, so I decided to lot them together. Took about 3 months to sell, and they sold for $31.50. I don't really know who Freddie Freeman is, but I sold his jersey. I'm assuming he plays or has played for the Atlanta Braves before. Paid $5 for this jersey at a garage sale. Picked it up because it was nice quality, good stitch lettering. It had a few flaws, so after a week I took an offer of $29 on eBay.